Hunter banned by SjoW, and Savjz has taken away SjoW's Warlock. So we have Mage, Hunter, Priest, and Warrior versus the Warrior, Warlock, Rogue, and Shaman. Now, Shaman's been one of the MVP classes for Savjz in the group stage, and he looked very sharp with it.
He certainly did. His is very weird because it runs 2 Doomhammers and it runs 2 Lava Bursts. So that is way different than what you might be used to. This should be a good match. I'm really excited about this. You know, SjoW is such a smart guy. This guy, for those of you who don't know and only know him through Hearthstone, one of the best European pro gamers ever in StarCraft 2. Like a real championship quality player. So very strong finish. First in the ladder last season. Streams a lot, becoming a very top-end Hearthstone player.
Yeah, he's well known for his Warrior deck, which he's been posting a lot. I'm not sure if he's as proficient with every other class like that, because 5 decks is a lot to prepare for a tournament.
It is. Yeah,
especially if you're trying to be a little more innovative along the lines of, you know, Lothar bringing like Secrets Mage, or other people like bringing double Doomhammer Shaman.
Double Doomhammer Shaman.
I mean, he got Doomhammer in the opening hand. Is that? I mean, isn't that what you want essentially?
Well, I think you want it in this matchup against Freeze Mage, because Doomhammer is one of the things that can put constant pressure on the mage, and the only way to stop being beaten up by a hammer is actually using the Ice Lance, not to damage your opponent, because you want to stretch out the Frost Bolts and Ice Lances, and this is a big factor in this matchup.
Well, you know, I look at this matchup, and I have to say I don't like the Shaman in this matchup at all. Like, generally speaking, I like Mage against Shaman, but when it's Freeze Mage against Shaman, I feel like that is almost free wins for the Mage.
It can feel that way.
Not maybe exactly, because
well, nothing in Hearthstone's a free win.
Has a really big burst.
Yeah, that is true. He might be able to just rush him down and get there.
You know, he is playing Lava Bursts as well. There are ways to get through that Ice Barrier armor easily. You know, he's got even paired together the Doomhammer Rockbiter already.
To be fair, this is like a really... Savjz said that he would show me that, because I didn't know you could hold it to make it explode. But I found out last night, because I was playing before I went to sleep, that if you massively tap it, it makes a crack. But then if you make it explode, it fixes itself. So explain that, Blizzard.
Cool, I didn't know that.
Yeah, little fun fact for you. But the one thing about this Shaman deck is this is so spell heavy. Like, he cut a bunch of minions to fit in the Lava Burst and the extra Doomhammer, right? So, you know, that's something I do want to point out, because the Freeze Mage relies on freezing minions a lot and killing off minions to stay alive. But this is going to have like a lot of direct damage as well.
That was my point when I was at first, and it's super important to get the Doomhammer out. And if you just look at the board from Shaman, you will basically, the value from any AoE coming from the mage player will have like no much value. There will be like 3 minions, like totems, which you can ignore really, because if there's a Flame Tongue, they can deal instantly damage from that point.
Wow, shout out to the production crew. We now have a secret up that's
oh wow,
the opponents.
We were talking today about that, and I told them to make an arc, but they said it's too easy.
I mean,
that's too easy. We have to make a Java something. It will not work for sure, but
sure.
That's great. That's really going to help me with the commentary. Every time I'm like, oh, I guess there's no secrets up there.
We just forget secrets, and then like we're like, why is this guy playing the way he is? Like, why is he just ignoring minions on a 100
board? This guy doesn't
understand
understand how to play Hearthstone. How did he get this far in this tournament?
Now, Savjz is an interesting crossroads, because you can develop your board before cards like Flame Strike can make Azure Drake have 0 pressure, but then Doomhammer locks your mana for the next turn, and then forces you to play things like Spirit Wolves.
I think playing the Doomhammer would be better here, because 5 points of damage each turn is enough, and you just from the minions. And if you have already Doomhammer on your board, that's 4 turns to actually do damage. So you have to think ahead, because Mage will have to deal with that board anyway, so you have the way to refill the board.
Thinking ahead though, mana is really important too. It opens up like everything of your play, and Azure Drake also develops more postal plays, and then also it gets increasingly hard to play Azure Drake to do damage, because Blizzard will start being a threat too, and then I guess Azure Drake won't do much. But I think getting the damage in with Doomhammer, like you said, is important. He has Rockbiter, and look, he's already at 18. I mean, Rock Biter
is so fast.
No, just count damage for the next turn. It's 10 damage from Rock Biter and 12, 15 with the board. 18.
And then 4 from Lightning Bolt, maybe.
Yeah, 4.
That's right.
So that's 19 from the board. If he top decks a second Lightning Bolt, that's lethal.
Or Rock Biter. Or...
yeah, like, look at this.
I mean,
it's
I guess
crazy.
you just start chipping away.
I think there's no way that Mage can win now.
This is crazy,
No,
man.
well, okay, hold on. He's
Double
still got
Rock
Ice Barrier. So if you can freeze an Ice Barrier and start gaining health and then stall out a little bit, he has Alex Straza and direct damage. So
But that's so far away. It's only turn 5 now. I mean, turn 6 going to the Mage player. So he will have to use both Frostbolt and Ice Lance to stop the Shaman from hitting him.
Well, let's... I mean, say he develops...
Oh, wow.
Oh, man, that's a lot of damage. But say,
yeah, that's a good idea, because then you will not be countered by Frostbolt and Ice Lances.
True.
Yeah,
and he's getting him already to a very low health, because if, say he put him to 9 and then the border's frozen and he needed to pop Ice Block, he'd have higher health because he would attack for 4. So he'd be at 4 health instead of 3, so this is a slightly better option.
That's why the Doomhammer is MVP in this game.
Yeah, you're completely right about that, Lothar. Like, I mean, I've played a lot of Freeze Mage against Shaman, and I've never seen anything quite like this. This is... SjoW cannot be happy with this, and this is... Shaman deck, obviously, being an MVP once again for Savjz.
So, you feel like you have to stop you have to protect your Ice Block as best as possible, so does Ice Barrier feel like it has to come down with the Frost Nova, or is there an alternative play where you're trying to do other things and save these cards? Like, Frost Nova is your only freeze right now.
But what do you do then the next turn? You have no play for turn 7, because...
Flame Strike.
Yeah, but then just Doomhammer...
Coin Ice Lance?
You have to stop.
Yeah.
Well, no, you have Ice Barrier though, I guess. So Ice Barrier won't get chipped away fully.
If Savjz drops a second direct damage or Rock Biter, then it's probably done.
I mean,
that's the best play here you can make.
Yeah.
But
if this is Fire Elemental,
it's really hard to pull it
okay.
off.
Because if it was Fire Elemental, you pop it without.
That would be
and
crazy.
That is like the important thing there.
I don't think you even attack here, because that triggers 8 points of armor, and
that's like 4 life gain if you attack.
Yeah.
Okay,
but I mean, how else are you going to get through, right? He's just going to Flame Strike you next turn.
But if you top deck if you
draw
a projectile, then just proc the Ice Block right away.
Yeah, but I think you'd have to draw 2 cards that deal 3 damage, which isn't like the hardest thing, but he's already used 1 Lightning Bolt, so he has like 3 cards left in the deck that could have done that direct. Yeah. And with only 3 card draws the next 2 turns, it's...
And with the second Doomhammer in hand.
Yeah,
you're right.
If Savjz, if SjoW protects his Ice Block long enough, I want to say that there's ways that he can still stall us out, because if he Alex Strazas and then goes for like a combination of freeze, so that way he can't die, he still has Pyro. Like, he has direct damage after 15 to kill.
It's so crazy that the Doomhammer itself
It's going to get popped, though.
Yeah, that's getting
oh man.
That's game.
That's game.
Unless he top decks his Ice Block, right?
That's
you're right.
Game, because that
it stalls it out.
Anything.
Well, it stalls out for 1 more turn, but
yeah, it stalls for 1 turn.
You are right.
Then you have to Alex yourself, and you have no winning condition.
Yeah, based on the hand, it looks like it's impossible.
Yep. Well, Savjz will pop this Ice Block, and that is why cards like Lava Burst are very effective in the current tournament meta.
So he feels devastated, I think.
Oh, man.
He thought this matchup will go the other way around.
I just want to go in the other room and play this Shaman deck a little bit. This is actually so crazy. Like, 2 Doomhammers look so clanky and clunky, right? It's like...
It can happen, but most of the time it's very efficient.
Oh, man. SjoW just going to Frostbolt himself.
It's an eco
my God.
Goes full eco.
Yep.
But this wasn't a miss lethal. He lethaled himself. So therefore it was actually better.
He spotted the lethal and he got it.
Yeah. Really, just a fantastic showing from the Shaman. When your Shaman deck can beat...
Well, Priest or Hunter, 2 choices that if SjoW feels comfortable, but I do know Oh,
Did SjoW just
Warrior into Shaman?
Okay, you know what? This is like some creative thinking because we're talking about normal Shaman decks. He's saying you have 2 Doom Hammers, you have a bunch of Lava Bursts. I'm just going to gain a bunch of armor, and then all these cards are just going to be,
I guess so.
You know, these janky, huge overload
Maybe
cards.
He's playing Harrison Jones too, so.
He is.
Also
He is? You sure?
Is he? Oh, I thought you said he is.
No,
okay.
I thought maybe.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like you don't see Harrison Jones in Warrior decks that often, but he could. He might have it in there.
Oh, look, Doomhammer.
Doomhammer, pretty good.
Oh, man, this guy gets Doomhammer every game.
Well, he has 2 of them.
Ooh.
He has 2
Oh, yeah, but that's supposed to be the strategy when you play double Doomhammer.
Is that crazy?
F-Shrug is pretty important too. He can shut down either Armor Smith or Acolyte of Pain, and SjoW has just both of them.
That Acolyte drawing cards is like what you want to deny as a Shaman. You outvalue the Warrior all game long with your totems, your ability to weave in cheap spells and place powerful minions. And the Warrior just dies.
So now I think you should.
This is brilliant.
I think you should keep the Taskmaster for the Acolyte of Pain on turn 5.
Yeah, but this Haunted Creeper baited out that Acolyte, actually, to be perfectly honest. Like, he played this because he knows that if you have Acolyte in hand, you're gonna do it. You're gonna play him out, and perfect. This is, like, really well done so far by Savjz.
How sad are you that you got the 1/1 totem?
Kinda sad, I think.
Is that the worst totem possible?
Yeah. Definitely.
For sure. He really wanted that spell power, but...
So, I think you have to risk with Warrior now, and you have to play the Taskmaster to make some damage with Armor Smith, and put Shaman on clock.
Yeah.
So he has to play the Lightning Storm early.
Yeah. His hand has become so lackluster from here.
Generally, as any deck that's facing a control style against Shaman, you want a totem killer, like, early on the board, and he doesn't have that. Well, I guess he does with the Wonder Twins out there.
Wonder Twins?
The Wonder Twins.
Armor Smith and Acolyte. It's like you attack, gain life, draw cards. It's like the exact thing that...
Hello, Doomhammer turn 4. That's cool.
This Shaman deck, I am becoming the sickest fan of this deck right now. You have no idea. Sometimes this happens to me. I watch like a StarCraft game or a Hearthstone deck, and I'm like, oh yes, this is like just integrating itself into the pleasure center of my brain right now.
I'm behind that too. I mean, this deck just feels like it can do a lot of crazy things that you aren't supposed to.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the Sludge Belcher is one of the most problematic cards for Shaman for this very reason.
Yeah.
Like, how do you deal with this?
You got 4 cards for this, like 2 F-Shrugs and 2 Hexes, and yeah.
That's but then Hex on a Sludge Belcher feels very bad. Because there's so many better creatures.
Yeah.
But no, really. When the Shaman has just to kill your opponent before he plays the legendary high-cost minions, you don't care about the Hexes being used on some lesser stuff, I think.
Yeah, I guess if your objective is to burst down your opponent quicker.
It's so cool that he coined out the Doomhammer on turn 4, so he has full mana on turn 6. That's really important.
Yeah, that's actually really cool. Good point. Well, right now he's just looking at this and saying, oh man.
I think you have to sacrifice 2 charges of Doomhammer, the attack the Hunted Creeper to deal with Belcher, and you still have a 2/4, which presents a big threat to the Warrior because of how much overload the Shaman plays. This can be like a second... I mean, that deck doesn't play Undertaker, so the first Undertaker.
There are ways to deal with this. You can just Shield Slam and
yeah, you have to. I think you have to.
Oh,
maybe not.
Yeah, that seems like a bit of a better play there.
That's why you always make sure to slow down and evaluate your cards. Too often I've seen some players, they have an answer, but not the best answer. And then they just play like Shield Slam before they draw anything else.
Yeah.
Reenie Hour, I'm looking at you.
Dude, that's exactly who came into my mind.
Who?
A bunch of the Korean pros
the
actually...
Korean BlizzCon finalists.
Oh.
A bunch of them actually hold the card before they draw their card and just play it immediately because they're like, no, this is the play.
Oh, wow.
Oh, interesting. So he totems before drawing.
By the way,
is that going to change his play?
Maybe he doesn't have any 2 mana play in his deck that will change anything.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I don't know any two mana thing that he would have. But by the way, I really liked the attacking the slime into the spider token because it's obvious he wants to kill that with the hammer. So it's just like you get rid of a spider token. I like it.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. It took me a second to realize what you're saying.
But anyways,
yeah, it's good. It's like you think about these little small things. The 1 damage or the 1 health on the minions really do matter.
Yeah, it does make a difference.
Well, now this is not a situation where you want to be in as the warrior. You have nothing to do.
Yeah.
All your mid-range creatures don't really do much. Like, Black Knight doesn't affect the board.
It sucks, to be honest. I think Savjz only plays 1 Defender of Argus, so the most value you will get is a 1-3 totem,
right.
I think.
And then if he plays double Doomhammer, there's no Alakir. There's just less targets for you overall.
Yeah.
I
mean, this is a very weak turn. Just the Cool Taskmaster is going to get shut down.
It's so unexciting, but like I think you have to do that. You can't just like sit there, right?
Right.
There goes the Defender of Argus, so maybe the Black Knight will have some value, but I don't really see the point of playing the Defender of Argus yet.
But you know what? This is actually the best thing that could happen here is if he plays this this Fire Elemental, I think, because I think you just insta-rag against that. And you're just like, okay, this is much better than if a totem's out there. Like, at least, you know, 50% to bring him down slow enough that Gromosh can kill him with the Cruel Taskmaster. And
if he plays 2.
If he plays the...
Two Cruel Taskmasters.
Yeah, because he just used 1.
Oh,
and if he makes another trigger, like Whirlwind or
it's only
Death or whatever, then it's only 10. So he'll be shot 1.
But, I mean, like, either way here, this... I like this a lot because the Rag has, like, only good targets here. Like, it's good to hit the Shaman, it's good to hit the 6/5.
Savjz is also thinking if he wants to use the last 2 charges here, because he might not have the ability to play Doomhammer if he wants to develop other things, like Hex plus something else. If he needs to Hex and Lightning Storm, for example.
But he will use Hex next turn, so it's basically 5 mana for Doomhammer.
Alright, so where does this want to hit?
It's the coin flip that matters.
Both are good.
Oh,
that's probably slightly better, I would say.
That's true. Fire Elemental already did kill a card, so value-wise, you're still...
So low tap or Doomhammer? I think it's like Doomhammer.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like, what spell is he going to play on this board that's empty? I don't think you need to deny a spell this turn.
I feel like low tap can be the card that matters when you have to finish off your opponent.
Yeah, yeah. Like
when you want to secure the win.
Maybe you have a turn where you, like, don't want him playing
Brawl.
2 spells. Like, it makes Brawl into 10 mana. Like, if you really need to play Brawl, you can still play it.
Yeah, but it shuts down shield blocks when you have, like, your burst.
Yeah, that's right. It makes them 8 mana, so it's like 10 mana for 5 armor that turn.
I think the Lothar development, though, allows him to start pressuring better, because...
Yeah, like,
next
if
turn,
it doesn't get killed, it's awesome, right?
Which most likely it won't.
Honestly, I think playing Feral Wolves and toteming up was the best play.
Really?
Because Shaman, then Warrior... Well, maybe Warrior then has some value with the Black Knight, so maybe not.
Well, in a theoretical bubble, if you didn't have Black Knight. You feel like that's a good way?
Yeah, I think that's a good way because you have Defender of Argus. You force your opponent to play into Brawl because he already did use 1 weapon and he has no weapons available because he would play them before that.
See, I like keeping Feral Spirits as a reload after Brawl, like as a primary way for you to answer. Oh, Gromosh! He can't wait any longer. He's coming out right now.
He had no other play.
Yeah, I mean, it was Armorsmith or Black Knight, and those 2 options suck.
So now Lothar will have to kill Gromosh, right?
Yeah, but you have...
yeah, he has to kill this off.
So, how now SjoW will win? He lost Rag, and he will lose Gromosh right now. So, I think he has to play Ysera, because why would you risk this way, right?
Right, Ysera seems to be his only course of action to potentially pull.
But if you look at it also, like, he had... no plays that turn. Like, do you Armorsmith armor up? That feels so bad. And he just used Hex, so you're like, well, he's going to have to use 2 cards to get rid of Gromosh. Maybe. Well, this time I guess it's like 1 4/5 of a card.
I think, is Savjz contemplating whether he should Totem? To go for like a... I mean, like, Lava Burst does finish off the Gromosh, and you even keep your Lothar. If you develop your Doomhammer, that is.
You can ignore Gromosh, so how do you propose to kill it?
Lava Burst. Just like attack and Lava Burst it down.
Attack into Lava Burst.
I mean, it stinks that you can't utilize your mana more effectively.
Yeah, I think that was basically the best play you could have done there. You've got to make him use the Execute on this.
4 Overload. Man.
Yeah.
He doesn't really care. He has still can, like, squeeze in the Pharaoh Spirits or put
Right.
them up in Argus.
Yeah, I mean,
And execute. Oh wow! I didn't see the testing.
Yeah, that flew out of his hand as soon as he got it.
yeah, an alternative to just save Black Knight, so that way these Feral Spirits get knocked down.
Oh.
Wow, that is a nice draw too.
wow.
Especially since you already seen Grommash, you're not afraid of critical health anymore.
So
That's
now-
right. Yeah. What's
Yeah,
the most
that's true, that's
damage
true.
you can deal on turn? It's not that much.
So
It's
now,
like, if he
let's
has
see.
a Gorehouse 7, like
So now-
off of an empty board, but
until
he probably
draws
doesn't
into-
have that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So now if he doesn't draw into shield block, but he can still proc shield slam if he suicides the armor smith. But I think he want to do that. So I think you have to play Death's Bite and maybe go face.
Yeah, I agree with that completely. I think that you have to just start kind of going to face with weapons and stuff. Like,
Right.
Shaman never has any life gain in it, so 12 points is still doable even though you lost all your finishers.
And then comes the curse of the Taunt Totem.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
the next expansion. You're only allowed to play Warrior, and every single opponent you face at AI rolls a Taunt Totem.
God.
Adventure mode. Because
I think they already released that when I was playing Warrior last week. But I guess he has the Brawl waiting for that. He has a Black Knight to get rid of one of those taunt
Right.
totems.
and that's where cards like it's not just important to have Feral Spears, but also have like Defender of Argus. When he sees that Warrior, his only option is to attack the face and try to burn him to death with weapons.
Yeah.
Every single taunt matters.
I think that he even could have just sacrificed the armor smith to kill off the
He still can,
Fire Elemental.
if he wants.
No.
Oh, he already,
already
attacked.
attacked.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Yeah, this...
I'm not sure about that. Maybe it
I
was
like
better
the Feral
to.
Spirits here.
No, he's talking about the previous without.
I think that
says
playing
leaving
the
up the
shield
Fire
slam
Elemental.
lesson
Oh.
maybe would be better, but by playing this way, you're pretty sure that you want to play Brawl next turn.
Yep.
I think so.
Okay. And
Oh, yeah, 'cause
thing
you
is,
want
that
the
yeah,
Armor
if he
Smith
runs the
with the
6/5 into the Armor Smith, you can just kill it anyways. But
That's a tough decision.
So now Savjz, I think.
He so wants to play this Mana Tide Totem, but he also realizes that if it's a scenario where his opponent like has Brawl, gets the good Brawl and Cruel Taskmaster, he's actually dead.
Oh, look.
What did I tell you?
Yeah. The best
Now
totem.
here's a scenario for you. If the new solo adventures come out, would you rather play an AI that always rolls Taunt Totem, or would you rather play against Savjz?
I think
AI, Savjz bot.
you kidding me? Those Shaman
I
bots
think
are
we'll
amazing.
choose Savjz.
I'd rather play
I'm so afraid of Sea Giants, man. Oh my God.
Oh wow, Flame Tongue. That's really good.
Wow.
Yeah, indeed.
Well, the bad news is that there's still ways to get past this taunt.
Oh,
But,
that's a dead draw.
Even if he gets past it, there's still 3-4 taunts that could be made.
Yeah, like armor up plus 1 extra damage via attacking something.
Actually, that's a cool play. You play Acolyte of Pain.
Yeah,
Oh no, that doesn't fit. I wanted to suggest that you play Black Knight, go face
Yeah.
with Acolyte of Pain, armor up, and shield slam, but that's 12 mana.
Yeah, it is.
I would have been badass, but you can't do that.
We should just make Innervate like a neutral card.
That sounds good to me. Oh, he's going for Brawl on
Oh
the
wow,
board.
that's
That's
ballsy.
brave, man.
Oh!
Hey, it well,
I mean,
eh.
I think the best case
Go to
by
face.
far would have been the Mana Tide.
I think you play the Acolyte and go face, and
Yeah.
armor up after that.
Yeah, agreed completely.
Armor up, shield slam.
Maybe he draws into Taskmaster, so he plays the Taskmaster into Acolyte of Pain.
I mean,
I think I would play the Acolyte
just to
and
draw a card.
attack face.
That's
like,
true.
He's not going to kill you next turn, even with like, he's got to save these 2 charges for his
Right.
Rock Biter. So
Yeah, you're right. And the Acolyte still can trade into the Fire Elemental if you have Shield Slam.
I really didn't like the Brawl this turn. I
The
think
what?
the Brawl.
Oh,
I
okay.
think he should have played Black Knight, developed the board more, and also
Nice.
kill the Mana Tide or something.
That is a nice draw.
no,
for
just go
Savjz.
face. But this way, if you
Oh,
draw a
wow.
weapon next turn and you Brawl, then you have a almost certain chance that you can kill the Shaman. This way, when he plays Feral Spirits, you
yeah.
have no way actually to clear 2 towns, 1 turn.
Oh, Savjz is just going to go ham. He's not afraid of BGH at all.
Yeah, he is just shy of being able to get through here. You are right.
Now it's really... Now it sucks because Defender of Argus seals the deal next turn.
He's 1 mana off lethal. Oh my god.
He can't armor up Shield Slam and kill Wolf and then Black Knight and then Fiery War Axe to the face.
Yeah, he's 1 armor off, yeah.
Or 1 armor, 1 mana, whatever you want to, the way you want to cut it. The way the cookie crumbles, the SjoW cannot kill his opponent, even though he has the tools.
11. Oh man.
That's why I didn't like the brawl the turn before.
Yeah.
It just he threw the win.
Yeah. He had so many cards in hand. Like one of them had to be Feral Spirits, right? Like you're not going to get through those last few points.
That's what we're saying too. Feral Spirits after the brawl is just so powerful against Warrior. Okay, I mean, yeah, just start chopping away on the off chance that he doesn't have taunt one more time.
Yeah.
But I've got some bad news for SjoW. His problems are not over. There's another taunter waiting.
And lethal with Rockbiter? No.
Not a bad draw.
Yeah, it gives you a way to deal with the minion.
And he just used the Black Knight, so you can totally taunt up this ridiculous 8-3. Say just go to face with that, taunt them both, hex this 4-5, kill him off with your totem.
Let's see what he gets off the totem. He might get taunt totem.
Or no, he can't do that. He only has 8.
Defender of Argus is MVP right now. It just seals the
What about attacking with this and then defending between the two?
Yeah,
Totally.
totally.
Oh, okay, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
And of course this hex here, like I think you just...
And then you attack it with the Flame Tongue.
Yeah. Yep. And then, you know, you're still clear if you draw that Rockbiter.
Yeah.
Is there any card in SjoW's deck that can give him the win? Baron Geddon's just 2 damage though.
Whirlwind, oh, that doesn't.
God, he just barely can't do anything.
Yeah, that brawl, man, that costed him the game.
But the game, I don't think is quite over, right? Because this is going to be 7 plus 2.
No, the,
and he
the
takes
4 from the
1.
Rockbiter. Oh, not from 4 from the Doomhammer, excuse me.
7
4, 11.
But he armors up, he takes 1, so he's at 14. 9 plus 4, that's 13. He should be 1 off lethal. Unless he draws, I mean, there's plenty of draws a Shaman can get that'll win. But...
Gosh, so then you just drop Lotheb to challenge the board.
Yeah, like, you play your whole hand here, I guess. Or no, you don't have to play the Shield Slam. Oh no, you absolutely can. You can use the Shield Slam to get off the Argus, which brings you...
You can kill the Flame Tongue, so you just
you definitely gotta kill that.
Drop 2 damage from that.
He really likes that.
Yeah.
Blowing up the crystal.
Is that crystal supposed to give you special powers or the lore or something?
That's like, remember when you were unlocking all the cards in Axaramas, you had to like touch that crystal or something to gain control of those 2 taunt guys?
Oh yeah, that was pretty weird. I mean, but that was like the most mechanically intensive thing I've ever done in Hearthstone. Alright, well, if Savjz draws anything to do damage, Lava Burst, Lightning Bolt, Rockbiter, second Fire Elemental.
No, 2 Fire Elementals already off.
You're right.
Yeah, he has a lot of draws that win. And there it is.
Lightning Bolt.
Wow.
That's exactly lethal, right?
Yeah, well, he could have rolled a Spell Power Totem, perhaps, but...
he should try it.
I mean, I think Savjz has too much respect for that.
Yeah, that was close.
All right, and exactly there. Wow, this Shaman deck, man, just slaying everything.
SjoW had a chance, but I think he didn't think it through.
Savjz is like somewhere in SjoW's mind, he says, maybe if I pick Priest, I can't 3-0 with it. I have to pick Hunter because it's my strongest chance.
That would make sense.
To win the series.
I think that would be pretty smart. Like, yeah, the Priest, I look at the... Is it a Death Rattle Priest? Do we even know? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. But yeah,
pretty good draw from the Hunter here.
Yeah, it gets Undertaker and a Death Rattle to follow it up.
And Savjz is not mulliganing Flame Tongue and First Spirit.
Yeah,
which may result... This may result in bad way for Savjz when he has no way to deal with Undertaker.
Yeah, he needed a turn 1 response, but...
yeah, greetings. Greetings, Wild Grove for Undertaker.
Oh,
there it is.
Wow, that is just safe draw. I mean, the draw saves him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, considering exactly what you were saying. The Undertaker would have gotten out of control. Feral Spirits not only is prone to get destroyed by Undertaker, but it overloads your mana, and then you'd be in a really bad spot.
So now you play Knife Juggler just because
he top decked it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Makes sense. It really does.
That's a good way to fool your opponent if you're Savjz.
He actually skips doing that, and I think that... Huh.
I mean, Scientist is good tempo play.
Yeah, it is. It is. I do like the logic behind Knife Juggler, though. Like, let's say he did play Feral Spirits here. You're just like, this doesn't do that much, really.
Yeah, I mean...
It depends on the traps that you play. If you play explosive trap, well, maybe that makes sense.
I didn't get to see any of SjoW's games, so I'm just not sure what exactly this deck is.
Even playing Hunted Creeper, I think, will make more sense because you can then trigger Hunted Creeper with Knife Juggler.
Yeah. You know, I think it has to, because we see the Knife Juggler in hand. I bet you it runs Snake Traps and Freezing Traps.
Yeah,
that's my guess. Like maybe 2
and
and 1.
Unleash the Hounds. Yeah.
But can you fit all that and the high mains? Yeah, actually, I guess you
do. It's debatable whether or not you want to put Houndmaster sometimes because with Knife Juggler, Undertaker, Mad Scientist, there's so many non-beast cards. You might run 1, maybe even 0. So that might be a thing.
That's actually why I found it so interesting. Strife Crow's version with the 2 Houndmaster because he ran. The 2 Unleash plus the Snake Trap, so he was like using on those.
Look, Hunter's Mark on the second
if this is face.
So this is Snake Trap. But so looks kind of...
Oh, right between the lines.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
He has to know exactly what this is.
Wow, that is like missing the ocean off of a boat.
How would you have 1/3 of a chance of that?
We have to write that down.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it's like, I guess I know what that is.
But now
it's Snipe. Test for Snipe.
No.
Drop the Flame Tongue Totem.
Man, but then you can't kill off this Knife Juggler. It actually gets so many juggles now.
He's in a pickle. I think.
This was a smart play though. I like how he did this. This is cool.
Oh, second Snake Trap.
Yeah, can't play it, so that makes it obvious.
He has no play actually. He has 2, 5, 6, and
he can crash into it and get some juggles.
He has to because. Now it's the...
Here's the thing, do you crash into the sure kill, or do you go into the damaged one?
You go into the damaged one, I think.
But...
A little bit risky.
This Knife Juggler, if it hits twice to face or once to face in the healing totem...
Yeah, that would be the ultimate right there.
Yeah, that's when you just... I don't know.
That's where you
have to go outside and do a ritual and dance and...
I think if you do that,
sacrifice a goat in order to get some better luck. Like, I don't know what's going to happen if that's the case.
Team Liquid, send a go, ASAP. All right, let's see where these juggles go.
Okay,
that's fine.
That was the one you wanted.
Yeah, because the second one cannot be healed.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
That's definitely the best case scenario for him.
And Savjz.
These games are getting so excited. I just want to go, whoa, lava burst!
I can't believe you can't attack into that Knife Juggler. Gosh, that's so annoying. And it's
he has to draw into a lightning storm, a lightning ball.
He has Fire Elemental next turn.
He can use lava burst into that, and I think he's thinking about that.
He's definitely considering that.
But then your mana gets cold for next turn, and then you can't use Fire Elemental.
Yeah,
right.
He could do something like throw down his 3 attack dude.
Oh,
or his 3 mana dude, and then the totem. And attack with the wolf into Knife Juggler, and then like the wolf might die, but then you can use your other stuff to clean up a little bit.
I think
still gross.
That Savjz didn't want to play the lava burst because he just wanted to deal with the Knife Juggler with the Fire Elemental.
Yep. Well, this Knife Juggler has another chance to redeem himself.
Oh,
meh results. Meh results.
Yeah. Rubber.
In fact, actually, that's a poor result.
Well, finally he gets to deal with it. That was funny. That was like quite a standoff right there. But it has been broken through.
Yeah, a good old Mexican standoff. With so many spells in this deck with Lava Burst, you don't ever have to actually attack a minion.
No, the problem is if you play Savannah Hyman, then it has to be hexed. And if it's hexed, then
but
you
now there's no Knife Juggler, so I suppose you're a lot more
That's still a beast. The frog is still a beast, guys.
Yeah, and there's a Houndmaster in the hand.
But there's Lightning Storm also in Savjz's hand, so he's kind of safe.
So perhaps maybe he's not playing tracking.
Yeah, with the Lightning Storm, actually, he can set off the Snake Trap if there's no Knife Juggler without really any repercussions.
Is the Hunter feeling like he's under a significant amount of pressure? By the way,
yeah, I think so. He's like, I think he actually consider killing stuff.
Half his life is being threatened right now.
Yeah.
Ooh, well.
Well, I mean, I think
I only can imagine one way this turn's gonna be played out.
I see the writing on the wall here.
This is devastating.
This Lightning Storm, so good.
Well, he still has a
He should attack the 1/1 with the Fire Elemental, maybe. Set off the Snake Trap, and then do the Hex Lightning Storm.
That's very clever, yeah.
That would be clever.
He might want to just go to face with it.
You can just kill off the 0/1 because... Or you just ignore it.
No, he still has many ways to ignore it with spells, so he doesn't have to. And in fact, if this doesn't get dealt with, is this lethal next turn? Because he has Flame Tongue.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's
8 plus 8.
That's
8.
God,
oh,
it's so crazy.
That's 10 damage just from the hand. Oh, but there's a taunt. Okay.
Thank God for that.
He could have taunted it with a Houndmaster as well, regardless of the effect.
Yeah.
There's no way this Hunter will win. Sorry for saying that, but there's no... There's literally
you're free to give
way.
your opinion.
Well,
what do you
if
think,
he rolls
this is America?
Oh wait, no, he's a little bit overloaded here. So
No, that doesn't matter.
Oh wait, yeah,
you
that's
just
still lethal.
Lava burst into Misha and double.
Wow, this Shaman deck. Wow.
You have
is that
you
a
have
3-0 again?
Yeah, that's 3-0 again. You don't have lethal this turn, but you just kill him next turn.
Yeah, and then the Hunter can't stop direct damage as long as you make sure you don't die. How can he stop you?
God. Who helped? We got to give some credit here. Who helped build this deck with Chalky?
Twisted, Impact. These are like two of the big NA weekly cup warriors.
Twisted's fantastic. Why is he not just going to kill him?
He can't.
He can. He's one mana short of
mana. He doesn't have the mana to do everything.
I think you play Unbound Elemental and just
you're right. Sorry.
Lava Burst.
Okay. Yeah, he is 1 mana short.
I suppose it makes sense. Oh my goodness. How did you stop this? You don't even have a taunt giver. Your traps are being ignored.
That's why I hate Snake Trap. It's like useless when your opponent knows it's Snake Trap.
Animal Companion gives another Misha, but that won't stop the bleeding.
This is just...
Because even if Snake Trap activates now, do you care anymore?
No, you don't. You don't care at all.
I'm going to create the Doomhammer Shaman fan club on Liquid Hearth. I'm going to be the first member.
You'd be the most active member, too.
I play it every day, but I don't win.
All right, well, Savjz is going to burn through right here, and that's going to be the series, starting off with a 3-0. Once again, Team Liquid is on fire this tournament.
Oh, my God. That is craziness. We have got to get him over here for a little interview.